Well, good day, my friends. Your old pal Jordan the Lion. We are passing through Orem, Utah, because I'm doing another one of those cannonball runs. I'm traveling 10 hours a day for 3 days trying to get somewhere. There were a couple of really important things I wanted to stop and see. Daze with Jordan the Lion and you all begins now. Well, I never try and be political on here. I never try and voice my own beliefs or make anybody feel anything like that. But in September 2025, Charlie Kirk was here for a debate, open discussion for people to exchange ideas, and he was assassinated right there. So I wanted to come and at least offer a moment of silence for just people that respect freedom of speech and free thought and all that stuff. I know his beliefs were not for everyone, but I just don't think anybody should ever die for their thoughts. People have left flowers all over. They have barricades around everything that takes you down, which should actually happen right down here. So you can't get down there, you can't walk down there anymore. Sad day in American history for anybody to be assassinated for their beliefs. So my original plans for Orem, Utah, the next time I came through was to hit a bookstore here that has a lot of famous movie memorabilia, so that's where we're gonna head off to now. You know, when I was growing up, my grandpa used to say something to me. He said, if everybody were the same, the world would be a pretty boring place. It takes people with different interests and different thoughts to make the world interesting. People always wonder, but he's here, he's with me. He's just hanging out in the air conditioning. All right, so it's actually in a strip mall, and it's called Moon's Rare Books, Antiques, and Fine Art. I don't know what all they have in there. All I saw was someone said, Indiana Jones Whip. Screen used, so let's go see it. Wow, look at all this. Those are, looks like there's screen used from Harry Potter up there. Wow, check out this place. I love that painting up there with Frankenstein. Look at that. First illustrated edition of Frankenstein from 1831. And one of Harry Houdini's magic books from his collection from 1658, and it's even signed in the bottom. That is so cool. Bram Stoker's first edition of Dracula. 1897. There's a vampire killing kit. That's interesting. This says linen from the swath of the mummy in the Hall of the Ancients. Tons and tons of classic rare books, as the outside said. This right here is Count of Monte Cristo, Three Musketeers, so it's the Alexander Dumas section. Three Musketeers can go all the way up to $6,950. Count of Monte Cristo, $7,500. So right there is J.R.R. Tolkien handwritten letter from 1972, along with first edition set of Lord of the Rings. Down here they have a C.S. Lewis handwritten letter. Actually, it's a poem. Two Kinds of Memory. Over here, they have 3 letters written to Bram Stoker. So he says, Dear Bram Stoker, Arthur Conan Doyle. That's awesome. Some big names. Then there's a signed letter in first edition of Gone with the Wind. Wow. Victor Hugo handwritten letter. and fragments of Les Miserables. Crazy story, my friend Catherine Hickland was in One Life to Live, and she loved Les Mis so much that she took opera lessons, auditioned and got the part, and for a year was in the Broadway version of Les Miserables. Then here we have a letter to a fan from Beatrix Potter, who wrote The Tale of Peter Rabbit. That's a letter written by Napoleon. $6,000, Napoleon Bonaparte. Everybody knows him from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I love the way they laid it out. This place is amazing. I feel like you're in an old English town. And over here they have a movie section, so we'll skip to that. Signed by the cast of Harry Potter TV special. Hagrid's chair. Wow. It's one of the blankets from Harry Potter. And a lot of storyboard. That whole wall is all storyboard. That's amazing. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is that silver one. The wands are Hermione's and Ron's. Let's see. I heard there was like I said, I heard there was an Indiana Jones whip in here somewhere. There's the Indiana Jones poster, and that's signed. Walkie-talkies from Jurassic Park, it looks like. And then they've got a Lord of the Rings clapboard. And a real prop from Hunger Games, it looks like. It says District 12. And that's the shirt she's wearing in that photo. Now the problem is, they have a little thing, so I'm wondering where the whip is. I'll have to ask him. Okay, so the further I read, that is an Ewok head from Return of the Jedi, and that shrunken head right there is from Pirates of the Caribbean. That's Captain Jack Sparrow's mom's head. And then that is the actual Beast jacket from Beauty and the Beast. And they said that they're going to call the owner and ask if I can show the Indiana Jones whip. That might be something they said that I'm not allowed to film. But man, what a collection. Oh, that's Harry Potter right there. Okay, so what's interesting is they said they have so much stuff that they actually rotate it. So it's not on display right now. It's back in one of the vaults. So I might be able, while I'm here, he's with a client, maybe we can see it when they're done. But that's pretty cool. They have that much stuff, they can rotate it. And here's a lot of Churchill stuff. Paintings, there's Lincoln. Well, we can't show the whip. You have to come check that out on your own. But these are Wolverine claws from Logan that frequently get circulated through their main display. Very cool they were able to show us that. Oh, and I just noticed that. Look at that little miniature. That is from the first Night of the Museum movie. This one they call the children's room. Says Charles Dickens writing desk, chair, candlestick holder, and family portraits. Wow. Man, I didn't know that was here. That's incredible. That's what those are. Wow. And if we go out here, you can see the front of the desk through the window. That's so cool. Now it also says they have an original animation cell from Snow White, which is what that is. And then, let me see if I can find it. Looking around, oh, there's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory lollipop up there. Okay, I'm looking around. I just don't see it, but it says out here on the description they have a Dr. Seuss letter signed in crayon. Oh, said that it's actually not in here anymore. Sorry, folks. That's been sold. So let's go back here, see what else we find. Man, what a cool place, right? That is awesome. Each room has a description of what's in there. Death mask of Joseph and Hiram Smith. Some boxing gloves in there. Everything in here is for sale, by the way, too. On display, but also for sale. We also need to look and see what that umbrella is from. Doesn't say what the umbrella is or anything, but it does say this is Brigham Young's chair. How cool is that? Horsehair chair. I've seen enough horsehair chairs to know those are what they are. And then this room is all Bibles and religious books. Wow. They have stuff going back to Martin Luther in the 1500s. Oh, look at that. That's a typeset. Doing old printing press. I am really glad I stopped here. What a collection. If you're looking for books, they have it. If you're looking for crazy rarities like Charles Dickens' desk, or in here, I'm not able to see it, but it says on the description out here, they have a sword that belonged to Abraham Lincoln that he gifted to Tad. And Tad didn't even make it to 20 years old, so wow, just an amazing place. I can't recommend it enough. And that's crazy, you can actually buy these on the way out for $29.99. They are 400-year-old Bible pages. I am so glad we made it out here today. Last time I came through Provo, I was trying to get here and I made it too late. They were already closed for the day. Like I said, inside, they have a circulating exhibit. They have a lot of stuff. They told me they had like 6 vaults back there of stuff. So come in here frequently if you're in the area and check out all the cool stuff they have. Well, my friends, we're going to call it a day. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time from this amazing town of Orem, Utah. Have a great night and goodbye.